What are vectors and scalars? How can we represent vectors? Let's uncover this today. In physics, we classify quantities into vectors and scalars. The quantities which have both magnitude and direction are called vectors. Examples are velocity, force, displacement, weight, acceleration, etc. The quantities which have only magnitude and no direction are called scalar quantities. Examples are mass, volume, time, frequency, etc. A quantity is said to be a vector if it satisfies the following conditions. A. Obeys the law of parallelogram addition. B. It has a specified direction. C. The addition is commutative. A+B = B+A, representation of a vector. A vector is represented by a line with an arrowhead. The point O from which the arrow starts is called the tail or initial point, or origin of the vector. Point A, where the arrow ends, is called the tip or head or terminal point of the vector. A vector can be replaced by another when its direction and magnitude are the same. Types of vector. 1. Negative of a vector. It has the same magnitude but opposite direction of the given vector. 2. Equal vectors. If two vectors have equal magnitude and direction, they are equal vectors. 3. Collinear vectors. Two vectors acting along the same straight lines or along parallel straight lines in the same direction or in the opposite direction are called collinear vectors. 4. Coplanar vectors. If three or more vectors lie in the same plane, then they are called coplanar vectors. 5. Zero vector. It is a vector with zero magnitude and no specific direction. Unit vector. A vector having a unit magnitude is called a unit vector. It is used to denote the direction of a given vector. Properties of null vector. 1. It has an arbitrary direction. 2. It is represented by a point. 3. It has zero magnitude. 4. Dot product of a null vector with any vector is always 0. 5. Cross product of a null vector with any vector is also a null vector. 6. When a null vector is added or subtracted from a given vector, the resultant vector is the same as the given vector. Components of a vector. Consider a vector, v. The components of a vector in a 2D coordinate system are considered to be x component and y component. Let theta be the angle formed between the vector v and the x component of the vector. The vector v and its x component, vx, form a right-angled triangle if we draw a line parallel to the y component, vy. The horizontal component vx equals v cos theta. The vertical component vy equals v sin theta. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe and share my channel.